Welcome back to this special edition on the Port of Long Beach. We're joined now by Dr. Noel Hacegaba, who is the Acting Deputy Executive Director of the Port of Long Beach. Welcome.
Thank you, Art.
Give us a sense of the changes in the industry ongoing now.
I think the big buzzword in the shipping industry is change. Over the last few years, we've seen an evolution, a significant change in the vessel size of carriers. Just to put that in perspective, 3 years ago, the average size of vessels calling Long Beach was 8,000 TEUs.
Which would be 4,000 containers.
That's exactly right, 40-foot containers. These days, on a regular basis, we're seeing vessels that carry up to 12, 13, 14,000 TEUs.
Wow. And that's a crew of maybe 20 on the boat that carries 6,000, 8,000 TEUs.
That's about right, Art.
So there's enormous efficiencies then, and maybe transportation costs are going down per container with these larger ships.
Well, you nailed it. The whole reason behind these larger vessels is essentially economies of scale. The carriers are trying to contain their costs, and they're trying to reduce the slot cost. The cost of each container to move it through the point of origin to the point of destination through the gateway. But what's important here is while the carriers are enjoying the efficiencies, the ports, which are fixed assets, are now required to upgrade our infrastructure, modernize our terminals, and make investments of our own.
So this all needs to be a seamless transportation system.
That's exactly right. Any efficiencies that are accomplished by the carriers, by these vessels that are growing in size, it may be diminished if the ports at landside are not prepared.
What is the forecast for, I know historically there's been robust growth in the port, slowed a bit by the recession, but where do we stand now?
2013, last year, we had the third highest growth year over year.
Really?
Double-digit growth, yes, and that essentially put us back in pre-recession numbers. In 2014, we're seeing more modest growth. There was a projection that was revealed just recently by the Los Angeles Economic Development Corporation, and they're projecting about 5 to 6% growth between both ports of LA and Port of Long Beach. So growth is certainly more modest.
And some of the challenges that we're facing here in Long Beach, of course, include the Panama Canal and Mexico and Canada. Speak to those competitive challenges.
About half of our cargo is discretionary cargo, Art. That means that that cargo can go through any gateway. We realize that, and that's the reason why we've launched into this 10-year, $4 billion capital improvement project that President Drummond just described earlier. In that time frame, our goal is to make ourselves even more competitive, to make sure that the carriers and the shippers that direct the carriers know that this is a gateway that will bring them efficiencies and that will get the cargo to the point of the destination as quickly and as efficiently as possible.
Doug, I know the board is committed to environmental sensitivity, and despite this growth in numbers, there continue to be improvements in the environment.
Absolutely. We are committed to be the green port, and we are. We've done a tremendous job. We've reduced air pollution nearby by 90%, and we're still working to improve what we've already accomplished.
And some of the environmental projects include the Clean Trucks program and cold ironing. Speak to those.
That's correct, Art. Over 5 years, we've reduced emissions. We've seen emissions drop by 81%, which is unheard of. Every other port around the country and around the world is trying to duplicate what the Port of Long Beach has done.
Would it be accurate to say that the Port of Long Beach is really the cutting edge worldwide in environmental sensitivity?
We believe so. We are ground zero for all the advances, not just on the environmentally sustainable side, but also in commerce, in chassis and gate operations, and everything in between.
And we give a bonus to ships that slow down as they enter the port, which may cost them a few bucks because it's not quite as fast, but it has an environmental benefit to us.
That's exactly correct, Art. In fact, slow steaming actually saves them money because it reduces the cost of fuel. So it's a double incentive.
Why wouldn't everyone do it then?
95% of our vessels currently do that.
Okay.
Why the 5% doesn't?
That's
a good question.
Haven't got the word.
There you go.
And I was touched to read in the background stuff you sent over about hybrid tugboats. I've never heard of that one before.
That's one of our most treasured responses to the Technology Advancement Program. We've invested millions of dollars over the years, and each year we continue to budget and make sure that that budget is funded so that we can invest in R&D that provides equipment and technology that is greener, more efficient, more sustainable.
And you also have a requirement that only clean trucks enter the port, and those are 2007 or later model diesel models.
That's correct. And it's significant because every day at the port complex there are 11,000 trucks. And all of those 11,000 trucks are 2007 or newer.
And you have a program to help and a lot of the truckers are in business for themselves and they own their own trucks, and if they need to upgrade, there's a program the port has to help with the financing of the purchase of this new, more modern truck.
That's correct. In 2006, when the Clean Trucks program was first initiated, we, the Port of Long Beach, established partnerships with the federal government to secure grants to assist those trucking companies that were operated by independent owners, and it's proved to be a great success.
No, we just have a minute left with you. Anything final you'd like to say to our viewers?
One of the things that I think it's important is that in addition to the commerce, in addition to the many jobs that we provide, the Port of Long Beach strives to be a good community partner. We've cleaned the environment, we've created thousands of jobs, and we are the economic engine of the region. And I think it's important for the viewing audience to understand that.
No, thanks so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
We'll be back with more of our show after these messages.
How do you like your chances the rest of the way?
I got no idea. But I do know that if we stay with Naples Rib Company, at least we won't go hungry.
Coach, what do you think about some of those questionable calls tonight?
Oh, yeah. But if you want a sound call, I'd call Naples Rib Company. You can't miss on that call.
Then Naples Rib Company is part of your game plan?
There really is nothing more motivating than a great barbecue meal at Naples Rib Company.
Victory or not, Naples Rib Company, great game plan.
Founded in 1976, Polly's Gourmet Coffee is Southern California's most complete gourmet coffee store. Polly's has the best tasting coffee, freshly roasted every day right in the store, plus a wide selection of teas, an in-house bakery, espresso bar, patio dining, and more. We also offer Wi-Fi, free internet access for all of our customers. Our nationwide clientele agree when it comes to coffee, there's only one name to remember, Polly's, 4606 East 2nd Street, welcoming you into Belmont Shore.
When I was a boy growing up in Italy, I had a dream to own my own store. I came to the United States and I worked hard as a tailor. Hi, I'm Umberto. I've been in Long Beach since 1960, carrying the finest quality men's clothing. Italy's a long way away, but styles are just around the corner. Umberto, 2141 Bellflower, Long Beach.